This is Soundoff, Louisiana's premier television sports show. Coming to you from Barstool Sportsbook at L'Auberge.
Best 30 minutes for Louisiana sports debate on television. You got it right here. Soundoff from Barstool at L'Auberge. Well, we've been on 28 years. We should be the best, right? We've been on 28 years. We should be the best of this thing.
We're the oldest.
Yeah, Scooter Hobbs.
Look, you are so right, Rick.
Coming to you from Barstool Sportsbook at L'Auberge. A lot to get to. TVTs. Yes. I need a bell or something. TVTs.
We need to have one up here somewhere.
My little dingy thing.
Ding, 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 ding.
Coming up later on in the show, the biggest sports story in the state of Louisiana over the summer. I'm going to tell you what that is. The biggest sports story.
The biggest.
The biggest one. Hang your hat on that. It's coming up later on in the
That's
show.
a big
right,
team.
Let's get on the Saints and the Houston Texans.
That's a big team.
Playing Sunday night, final preseason game, and then they got the week to make all those roster moves, and then they get ready for the Titans on September 3rd, I'm thinking something. No, that's LSU.
No. That's LSU,
the following
September 3rd.
week,
That's Florida.
September 10th, I
That's
think
the Sunday night.
So we've got the Texans coming in. Dennis Allen mentioned after the Chargers exhibition game that he talked with D'Amico Rhymes in Houston, and they were gonna work out. But Houston has so many injuries that they're gonna go ahead and just do normal stuff.
Did they do that when you were in the NFL practice?
We didn't do that. That's we would never go
thinking
for a
that
week
was like,
somewhere. We would never go for a week somewhere. No, we didn't
I
do
would
that.
think that would be a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Practice against
you would
another
certainly
team.
get. I don't know if you get as much as do out of a game, but you certainly would get more than practice.
You would. Huge. That's what I would think.
But no,
so they're going to go normal.
But I think there is kind of a gentleman's agreement. You don't go hitting quarterbacks.
Oh, of course.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't. No, you don't. That's understood.
Look, so the Saints have enough to deal with. As Dennis Allen said after that second game, and this is a quote: "We got enough crap to clean up."
Yeah.
And they do.
Yeah.
And granted, it was a lot of second, third, and fourth teamers, but still, the flags and the whole bit. I got to ask you, Mr. Former LSU NFL guy.
Here we go.
When you hear Dennis Allen or any coach point out, like this Jaden Smith, this linebacker that they signed, veteran guy, made maybe one good play.
Yeah.
And Allen says, great play. And then player XYZ, great play. All this stuff. What carries more weight? One or two good plays in an exhibition game, or like a week's worth of practice making plays?
Rick,
I'm wondering if they put so much weight on that one play in a game.
That's a good question, because you know what? Making a great play can show you've got talent. I mean, you've got that kind of skill set.
Yeah.
And even going through practice, doing good and practicing, that's a good thing too. But you can't really let one outweigh the other, because both are actually good, Rick, when you think about it, though, honestly. You make a great play in a game, that could cost you to win a game.
It would seem to me. I mean, all these guys are obviously great athletes. They wouldn't be
best in the world.
I agree.
Best football players in the world.
Yeah, wouldn't be on an NFL team. And any of them can make one or two great plays given the circumstances coming up, right?
Yeah, right.
What you would look for, I would think, is consistency in doing it play after play.
In practice.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
And I can see that too. We can basically, what coaches look at this point in time right now, how certain players handle pressure.
Yeah.
That is key. I mean, you can be an average player, but if a coach see where you're in some type of situational position or some kind of call and you make the right call, that goes a long way with
How
them.
many times have we heard coaches on any level saying, "You're not at practice. We're at practice. We're seeing what they do at practice, and that's why they're playing."
You can't
because
make the
what
club.
they did in practice.
But
that old saying, you can't make the club in the tub.
You got to know this. There's certain players that don't do anything in practice. You turn the lights on, they come alive.
That's only a handful.
Valid.
Name one you played.
Michael Brooks.
Very valid.
Michael Brooks very seldom practice. Cut the lights on. What?
Yeah. No, that's a good
What?
point. Look, in the Chargers game, Kedrick Miller, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Shaq Davis, this big wide receiver.
Shaq's gonna be
and
good.
all those wide receivers, the former LSU guy, Kirkland, and then you got Keith Kirkwood and Davis, tough A.T. Terry. What is he, 6'10"? They got some tough decisions in that receiver room. Look, on this Texans game, Sunday at 7, I think Fox has it. Look, I've seen snippets of those other rookies. C.J. Stroud from Ohio State, I'm thinking he's been the best in preseason. Over Bryce Young and this Will Levis and Tony Richardson.
Bryce has been struggling a little bit.
I think C.J. Stroud has looked the best.
Bryce, he's been struggling. I don't know why, but he's been struggling.
I'll tell you why he's struggling. Later on in the show, I'm going to tell you. No.
Okay.
Yeah, we will. We'll talk about the NFC South.
He's been struggling a little bit.
You know, we'll find that out. We talked about what they have to do with the rosters, all right? We know what the strength of this team and that whole thing. The quarterback situation is set, all right? Preseason is preseason. Who makes the final roster? Who's going to be what, where? And then again, I go back to the offensive coordinator. I've seen Carmichael with some interesting play calling, and then you got Curry making some plays too.
You do.
You talk about this roster needs to improve? Pete Carmichael, OC, he's got to improve from last year.
He's got to improve on play calling. I agree, Rick. That's true, and that can be a lot of what the success of what you have. People can't always say because of the players. You got to have people calling the right players that actually can get the players to do what they need to do to be successful.
And
I totally agree on that.
Dennis Allen could improve his body language and face.
I agree.
He's not going to fix that.
I agree.
He's not going to fix it. I know what you're saying.
I mean, I know you got to be yourself.
You got to be yourself.
It's not going to get fixed.
I mean,
and
you
you're right,
look
Scooter.
at Sean Payton on that sideline. He'll think of something.
Yeah.
He'll think of something.
Oh yeah. And I've said all along, I'm not being overly critical because you are. You got to be who you are. But Dennis Allen with this catchphrase of "we got a lot to clean up." I'm sick of hearing "we got a lot to clean up."
Oh, that's my pet peeve with any coach.
I bet he does.
I got a lot to clean up.
Yeah, you definitely do.
They're cleaning up at the National Golf Club in Westlake.
Yes,
they are cleaning up with the Max Bar and Grill. Look, you got two fronts with great stuff. The course is in great shape.
Yes,
despite
it is.
The heat. The Max Bar and Grill is hopping as well upstairs in the clubhouse. Great steaks and burgers and pool boys, pasta, salads, apps, and desserts, full everything. Bar, great draft beer, bottled beer, and specialty frozen drinks. Open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. The Max Bar and Grill in Westlake.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
Corner booths, sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Bow hunters, time to get over to Bowie Outfitters in Lake Charles for their annual archery sale with huge savings across the board. How about 40% off the select bows and crossbows, like the 10-point Havoc 440, 40% off, or the Wicked Ridge Blackhawk, down $239.99. 20% off bow accessories as well. 10% savings on all of the broadheads. Half off Halo Optics range finders. So get geared up before the bow hunting season begins at Bowie Outfitters. The big archery sale going on now through Labor Day. The clock is ticking. The biggest sports story in the state of Louisiana this summer.
It better be good, Rick.
Next segment.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to tease this.
Yeah,
that's
you
that,
tease it.
That's that
Yeah,
bow
that's
hunter
that,
thing.
Yeah,
All right.
Pull it back.
Let's have a little fun.
All right.
Who's under more pressure and expectations to win their season openers? Season openers now. Number 5 LSU against number 8 Florida State, or McNeese and Tarleton? And don't give me the Power 5 and FCS.
You have to ask that. You got to even ask that. You have to even ask that, Rick.
Kick the season off
Man,
right.
Get out of here.
No,
I know who I'm going with.
You got to put it in context.
In context.
You do.
I mean, to Gary Goff, that game's bigger to him than your game with LSU, Florida State.
Yeah. It's tight, guys.
I know. I've got mine.
McNeese has 3 road games after that.
I guess I don't know as much about Tarleton State as I do about Florida State.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna almost go, adjusted for the handicap.
Yeah.
I'm almost go there.
Really?
Because they really need to make a statement.
They do.
Particularly what they're going to be on the road. I mean, they're going to Gainesville the next week.
And 2 more road games after that.
2 more road games after. They need to establish something people look forward to.
Quickly.
LSU's in a different situation. That's probably the biggest game of the first week.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Nationally.
Now, I'll throw this in. A lot of eyes are going to be on Colorado and TCU because of prime time.
Yeah, look, but I love it, and these will soon be a thing of the past.
I know where you're going.
But these neutral site opening games, LSU's played a bunch of them.
A boatload.
And I've always liked them. Number one, you can overcome a loss.
That early.
In those games.
That early.
Yeah. Because it's that early. And you work things out. But, when you win that game, it can be a big,
it is.
Catapult for the rest of the
Rick,
season.
you know where I'm going. And Scooter made a good point. You got to put it in context. It's LSU for me because, first of all, Florida State, you're going against a guy that's going to be a Heisman hopeful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big for
Florida
the LSU
State
defense,
is good.
dude. Yes.
Is good.
And I'm saying
they got a defensive end that's a world beater.
I want revenge from last year. That should not have happened.
Of course you do.
That should not have happened.
Right.
So for me, it's LSU. I'm sorry.
Brian Kelly, we talked about it on Tuesday, right? Daniels and Garrett Nussmeier, great 1-2.
Yeah.
The competition at McNeese with Nate Glantz and Trey Simmons, tight race, right?
Yeah.
Do both of these teams have the best quarterback duo in each of their conferences? Think about it.
We got to see more.
I got to see more. Yeah, I'm with Scooter. I don't know a lot of the duels in McNeese.
Think about there's 7 new quarterbacks in the Southland, though.
Wow.
All right, but they do. One of them, Incarnate Word, has that guy who used to play for the Aggies, Zach Calzada.
Yeah. But I mean, just
but
looking
1
at
and
that,
2 combination, I'd
Rick,
give it to McNeese and LSU. Best in each of their conferences.
In the SEC, I don't know. I don't know really. I would rather see it. I mean, I'm not putting my Tigers down, but I mean, that's a good combination to have.
You know where I'm going with this little back and forth thing. Let's continue it. All right. So who has the toughest conference race? In context, LSU and the SEC. They got to deal with Alabama, and Texas A&M. Because you like the Aggies.
Now. It's LSU.
And well, hold on.
Come on now.
And the Cowboys in their race, Southeastern,
He's gonna
Incarnate Word.
He's going to act like, what if McNeese had to play Alabama?
Of course.
No, I'm not, Scooter.
Of course.
I'm putting it in context, Scooter, okay? The Southland Conference, I'm putting it in context, Scooter. That's a good question, though, Rick, man. It's a good question.
It's tight. It's tight.
I would say McNeese again, and I'll tell you why. LSU's supposed to do good in the West.
Yeah, they're supposed to do
I
good
got
in
them
the
picking
West.
the West.
Alabama
They better do good. They better.
A lot of people pick LSU to win the West.
And they should.
And those that don't have them second.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can say the same about McNeese.
Yeah.
In the Southland.
Yeah.
So I think Southeastern and Incarnate Word are going to be the two. And they got that road game at Southeastern. Let's play along with me now. Play along. Gary Goff, year number 2.
Year number 2.
Brian Kelly, what year?
Year number 2.
Year number 2. How it correlates there.
Yeah, it correlates, but I tell you what. Let me
ask
ask
you.
I have
Kelly
a question.
has to keep up with the baseball coach and the women's basketball
I'm not even
coach.
factoring that in.
You can't even, Rick. I mean, let me ask you the
You
question.
win that second year national championship, or you're out, buddy.
Let me ask you the question.
Yeah.
Who has the most pressure on him as a head coach, Gary Goff or Brian Kelly?
Well, he just asked.
But I mean, I'm asking. He said it in a way to where.
I don't think Kelly is under a lot of pressure. I really don't, because he's got a great team.
I don't either.
And Gary Goff,
For that
he's
matter,
got.
I don't think golf.
But I don't think he is either. But Gary Goff, he sat here, and I told him, you can't have you can't continue the losing streak.
No.
All right, if
and he's aware of that.
4 straight losing seasons,
he's aware of that.
You can't
Just
have
put
that.
it in the context of what gets you, off hot seat or pressure or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Winning. What do you got to do? I mean, obviously, Kelly did so well his first year.
Yeah.
Golf is not going to get fired.
No.
Let's face
No.
it. But he's got to show some
some improvement.
A better product than they had last year.
Huge leaps.
No doubt about that.
And he doesn't have to win it, but he's got to have a lot better product.
You had 7 losses.
They got to have a winning season.
That's a lot of losses.
They got to have a winning season. I'm going to pound the table right now. The Cowboys have to have a winning
bench.
season.
Yeah, okay.
But four straight losing seasons.
But
can't
what
have it.
Scooter is saying is true about Gary Goff. But you've got to realize, guys, putting it in context, you're talking about a whole different animal down in Baton Rouge, Scooter, with what's happened with the women's basketball and with the men's baseball. And I know what
you
you're
are
saying.
riding that pony
I know
hard.
what you're saying, though.
You were riding that pony, man.
That's a totally different animal.
Once that football team takes the field, nobody thinking about women's basketball.
I don't know about all that.
Really, or baseball.
And look, as we close, again, LSU with all those neutral site games. What was it? Oregon, Wisconsin,
they had one.
Texas, was it maybe? I don't know.
They
had
played
a
at
slew of
AT&T
them.
Stadium a number of years.
North Carolina, Florida State.
I think the Oregon was the biggest game, though, man. With the Honey Badger, with that, I think that was the biggest game.
Wisconsin, they've had a bunch.
They've had a lot. The biggest sport.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Corner booths, sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Offer a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to homeowner preferences no matter where they are. Uncompromising, unmistakable Luxair. Learn how to become a Luxair dealer by visiting solarsupplyluxair.com.
Bowie Outfitters huge archery sale going on now through Labor Day weekend. Clock's ticking, everybody. Ends on September 3rd. 40% off select bows and crossbows. Save 20% off some of your favorite bow hunting accessories, and they have select preseason clearance items on sale, 75% off for a limited time as well. Get over to Bowie Outfitters in Lake Charles for big savings on the annual archery sale in Lake Charles going on through Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a little fun.
Let's do it.
I promised you the biggest sports
I'm waiting
story.
for it,
Right
too.
when I mention a name, you're going to go, get out.
I've been thinking about it too, and I think I might have. I think I might know where you're going with it. I've been thinking about it too.
Former LSU pitcher Paul Skees with the Pirates organization in Florida. Interview with a newspaper. Admitted he's dating LSU star gymnast and social media queen Livy Dunn.
You know, I've always
Skees
heard
and Dunn.
she is more.
I didn't see
How
that
do you
coming.
like
though.
that?
She is really more of a social media star. I mean, she's a very good gymnast.
she is.
Yes,
but she is everything I've heard. I'm not the gymnastics expert. She's hardly LSU's best gymnast.
No.
But she's one of, I think at one point, more than any athlete in the NCAA on NIL money.
Yeah, NIL. He's missing the whole story, though. He wants to diagnose gymnastics. The Lovebirds from Baton Rouge, Livy Dunn and Paul Skees.
Leave these kids alone.
I'm
Let
just
them-
saying. No, well, Skees in the interview said something like, it is kind of a pain. You can't go out to dinner in Baton Rouge and yada, yada, yada.
Well,
or even
he's not
anywhere.
in Baton Rouge.
What? Well, when they're in Baton, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
but anywhere, because
But
Libby
that-
Dunn,
yeah,
she's known
you know, I heard that. I
worldwide.
heard that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know her if she
I mean,
walked
she's
in.
on the SB
Really?
and everything.
Oh, I think
But
you would.
I heard that.
I
I heard
think
that.
you
But
would.
that's
Paul
a good
Skeens
segue.
dating Libby
Might
Dunn.
as well bring it up.
Right.
Skeens and Chris Cruz have already
Dylan
been
Cruz.
promoted.
Dylan
Dylan
Cruz,
Cruz have already been promoted to AA.
Really?
Since Cruz got in when they started him at single A,
Yeah.
he leads all the minor leagues in RBIs.
Is he on a fast track like Alex Bregman?
I would guess.
I would
so.
think so.
More than likely.
And
Yeah. More than
he's
likely.
just too fundamental.
Oh, he's just
Yeah.
great.
And this one a little bit more of a surprise maybe to people. I thought he might have more of adjustment, and he still could. But Trey Morgan, the
Really?
first baseman, is
I want to see him succeed.
He's going back and forth between first base and left field. I want
Really?
to see him play first base.
I wanna
I like
see
him
that
at
guy
first base, dude.
succeed,
I like
no
him
doubt
at
about
first
it.
base.
All right, let's get back to
Love him
college
at first
football.
base. I'm with you, Scooter.
We kind of knew this was coming, at least I did, with the Pac-12 demise. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey has already come out and said it, and a few others in the Power 5 conferences with the commissioner saying, we're going to take a look at the CFP 12-game playoff, which
better.
is slated for
to.
24.
They have
Because, you know, the conferences,
better look at it.
conference champions get seeded
Yeah.
and ranked and all that stuff.
Well,
You're not going
that's
to have a Pac-12.
Well, that's an obvious solution. You have 5 instead of 6.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I
Then
don't think
you
they want to get
have-
away from 12 teams.
Huh?
I don't think they want to get away from 12 teams. I think 12 teams is set. TV money.
that is
12 is
set.
good.
But it looks like they're going to end up with 9 conferences overall instead of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which saddens us.
It saddens me tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's out there. So, again, they're meeting next week, and I think in Dallas, and the next
pisses
week
me
in
off.
Chicago, and all this
What
stuff.
is it? What, because
College
of the
football
time
player.
on
They're
it?
ruining my game.
Oh, Scooter.
Ruining
Come on,
the
Scooter.
college game. All right, let's get on my game, the NFL.
Yes.
All right, guys, it is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous that I've heard national media claim and of the opinion that Bryce Young, the former Heisman winner, the Alabama
careful
star,
what you say now.
little Bryce,
Be careful what you
is
say
the
now.
best quarterback in the NFC South. Are you kidding me?
Who said that?
Oh,
Who said that?
several
Who said
national media guys. Bryce Young is better than Derek Carr, who's been in the league 10 years. I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's unfair to him. He's not. Derek Carr is the best, and that's why the New Orleans Saints are going to win the NFC South. That's one main reason.
I didn't hear that.
I've
that
heard
he
it
was-
several times.
He was,
Yeah.
I didn't hear he was the best.
Okay. Am I wrong?
And he's
Saints win
with
the South.
Carolina.
Saints win the South.
Yeah, he's with Carolina.
These guys are Super Bowl contenders from the NFC side.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Saints. They have the roster to contend in the NFC. They'll win the South.
What they 7
Pardon?
and 10 last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
7 and 10.
Yeah.
Where did they improve so much?
I don't know.
Offensive line is steady. The defense is good. The huge addition is Derek Carr. The huge addition.
My thing
you've
is,
got
I'll grant
Olave
you
back
that.
year 2, and you have a healthy.
You
we
know,
hope
you can
Michael
say
Thomas.
that.
Yes, they have
You
improved.
can say that, and people dogged him a lot.
Yeah.
But,
Dog who?
Andy Dalton did not play that bad last
He just
year.
wasn't dynamic.
Andy
wasn't
didn't.
dynamic.
Well, I mean,
Andy didn't
He
make the
didn't
plays
win
that
games.
was
Carr's
needed.
going to be dynamic.
Yes.
See, Rick, that's where I've got to be convinced that, and that's what me and you go back and forth at about
Well,
bringing him
does
in.
it make that
and for
much
that amount of
difference?
money, though, for that amount of money, Rick, I'm like, really?
You and the money.
For that amount of money, really? But this is
Look
my
what
thing,
the
Rick.
market is
This
bearing,
is my
though.
thing. What was the one thing when you looked at Drew Brees? What was the one thing that you knew that just stood out? School that was his consistency.
Yes, accuracy
That
and
was no
consistency
doubt.
and
You
decision
knew-
making.
You knew what you was going to get.
All right, don't compare. Don't go there. You can't compare
I'm not comparing
Derek Carr to a Hall of
I'm-
Famer.
I'm not comparing him, but I'm saying
You can't
for him
even mention
for him to
him.
walk in
No.
those shoes closely when it's 3rd and 12, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, dude, you got to make that play.
And
You
I
gotta
think
make
he
that
will.
play.
I think he will if he
That's-
gets support
that's
from
what's
the
gonna
O-line
convince
and
me.
the receivers. I
Because
think he will.
you
I
knew
feel-
with Drew Brees.
I do.
I feel better about him now than I did when they got him.
Mm-hmm.
But I still say, it wasn't like quarterback was a glaring issue last year.
No,
And you're thinking
Dylan,
a
he
new
didn't-
quarterback
Andy
is
Dalton
gonna-
just didn't. Andy
I
Dalton
think
wasn't
I think
the
it was an
answer.
issue. Maybe
Andy-
not
Andy
not
Dalton
glaring,
wasn't-
but it was an issue.
Andy Dalton wasn't the answer.
Look, let me blow
all.
your mind. All right, I think the Saints will be 6-0 6-0 to start the year until they go into that 7-week against the Jacksonville Jaguars on a Thursday night game. Derek Carr is better than every other opposing quarterback in those first six games.
But Rick, understand.
Tennessee,
Rick,
New England, Green
Rick,
Bay, Carolina, Tampa Bay.
Understand this, Rick. Those teams that you're talking about that don't have good quarterbacks, what if they got a hell of a defense?
You win in the NFL with an elite quarterback or a very good quarterback.
You do.
And you need to have a good defense. And the Saints have a very, very good defense.
Okay. But
I'm arguing.
The Saints is not going to be the only team.
Quarterback.
The Saints is not going to be the only team to have a good defense, Rick, too. Now, remember that now, the teams that they play. They're not going to be the only team to have a good defense. There are going to be other teams in the South that's going to have good defense, Rick. Understand that now.
Yeah.
And Derek Carr, I think he's going to have to get adjusted to how the Saints operate. I don't think he really knows. Look, guys, the thing was this. The defense always played well because Drew Brees always told them, just give me a shot.
LeBear, this is Soundoff. We'll see you next time, everybody.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at L'Auberge Lake Charles.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
This is Soundoff, Louisiana.